Yo, what's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to episode 58 of the Plait Show. Today's sponsor, Powerade Zero. I wish that'd be pretty cool. Man, we got a cool episode today. I think it's gonna be a cool one. This past week it was pretty eventful, I'd say. At least in comparison to weeks prior, I guess. So first off, make sure you go sub to that Patreon. Come on. I get on there all the time and be like, oh, maybe somebody listened. No one ever does. No one ever does. So I don't even know why I keep looking because I know what it's gonna say. Um, but yeah, Patreon.com/The Plate Show. It's in the link of every video. If you're just listening on audio, just go over to the video and you'll find it. Um, just a spider web there. That was pretty gutsy of me to pick that thing up. Kind of scared. But no. So the reason why this week was a little more eventful than weeks prior is actually before we get into this, I want to say rest in peace to Papa Jim. Man, rest in peace, Papa Jim. If you're somebody that ever watched like Danny Duncan YouTube videos, you probably know who Papa Jim is. It's the old guy that would be on his videos and just an entertaining, cool ass old guy. And he passed away. I think earlier this week, earlier last week. So rest in peace to Papa Jim. A real one for sure. But no, so Monday, and also I want to apologize for not pushing the show out more on Monday. I was just busy. I was really busy, man. So Monday, I wake up. As soon as I wake up, go down to the bank, go take the loan out, then zoom up like hour and a half drive from the bank to this car dealership to get the car, snag the car, and I'm late for work at this point. Like I get to work like 45 minutes late on Monday just because I was trying to get the car. There's so much little technicalities and stuff. You got to sign all this paperwork and shit. Uh, you know how it goes. But so that was awesome. If you haven't saw the car, I posted it on my Twitter. I should probably put it out on Instagram and everywhere else too. It's also on my Snapchat if you got me on there. Um, but yeah, we also so this was, I think I touched on this last week. This past week was my last week at my old job, and that was pretty bittersweet, I would say, is the proper word for that. I've worked there for the past over 3 years, and the relationships and stuff that I've gained from a lot of the people that work there, they're irreplicable. I don't know if that's a word, but you can't, they're you can't replace them. Often imitated, never duplicated, or something. I don't know. But it made it really shitty because at that place, it was already shorthanded before I was even gone, and then some chick quit on Monday, so it threw a big wrench into everything. So it was screwy. It was real screwy. But yeah, so that was the last week of the job. It was sad. I do feel bad because I kind of left them hanging, I feel like. But at the end of the day, I can't live my life for everybody else. That's the way I've been looking at it. But you know, I'm sure if something ever goes bad, and I need something, I feel like I have left that bridge intact. You know what I mean? So, but enough with the sad stuff and stupid stuff. So on Friday, I had to go do my orientation for this new job. So this new job orientation was at 6 a.m. I had to be there at like 5:45, so had to be early too. 15 minutes, yeah, whole fucking 15 minutes. Um, but I had to be there early, and we get there, and I have to wear these. And mind you, like I'm not like afraid or against like hard work, not like hard work, but like manual labor and stuff like that. And it's not even manual labor, but like just the stuff you gotta wear. That's what I hate. Like I could work whatever if you just let me wear like a pair of regular jeans, like some tennis shoes, whatever. Well, I have to show up. Dropped $100 on a pair of steel toe boots because that's essential. So I got these ugly ass steel toe boots. They look like fucking hiking boots. They're just so ugly. I wish I would have just got some regular boots. Um, I got these shitty jeans. I got this belt that the buckle is like way too big. And like for this orientation, we have to sit in this like conference room the whole day. And like this belt buckle is just driving into my stomach all morning. It hurts so fucking bad. But we get in there, and I swear, no matter what it is, whether it's an orientation for something or, I don't even know what else to, like, I can't even place another situation like that, but I know that I've been in other situations such as that. But I swear, every single time that I have to be in something like that, it's always with just a fucking group of weirdos, man. I swear. They're all just like. So I think in total, I'm not gonna say no names, I'm not gonna say nothing, because I don't even know their names, for being honest. But there was 11 people, including myself, in this orientation, and we get in there, and people flooding in or whatever, and you got a girl across from me. She's just like obnoxious. Like thinks, and mind you, like this place is not. We're not working at fucking Google. Like this is not some like lavish workplace. You know what I mean? Like it's like we're not here to play around. Like we're here to get shit done, make this big company a lot of money. You know what I mean? But she's just like goofing around and shit, like trying to make everybody like think she's cool. And I'm like, ugh, just please, enough. I've heard enough. Okay, so enough with her. Next to her is this dude. I swear on everything, my life, anyone's life. If SpongeBob SquarePants was fucking transformed into a human being, it would have been this guy. His head was a fucking square. I swear, is straight fucking uh, geometrical. I swear to you, dude had like a long ass nose, a fucking wide ass smile. Like I swear, I was waiting for him to just break out the like, like ask me to go jellyfishing or some shit. Like I was waiting for it. But then there was another guy who was normal. Yeah, I mean there was like, at least from my standpoint, there was like three normal people, including myself, there. So he had like two dudes that they minded their business, they didn't say shit, whatever. You got another dude at the front whose dude was sleeping the whole time. So it's an orientation for like a pretty large company. Dude thought we were gonna be there for like 30 minutes. So dude was not prepared at all for what we was about to go through. So we're sitting there, and yeah, like I mean it is boring, like no doubt in that. But dude just like every like I don't know, every 30 40 minutes, someone have to, like the dude that's running the orientation have to be like, yo, like say his name, and he'd be like, oh, what? Wake up. He's like, oh, sorry. And then like those some other dudes that seemed like they were just minding their business, and then like we hit a certain level of it and they were feeling like a little too comfortable, and they started being like themselves, and it's like, quit, dude. Just stop. But they weren't like they weren't SpongeBob. You know what I mean? Like they weren't from Bikini Bottom. But you kept going. So this old sleepy boy up front. Then you had one guy. The one guy, like I said, he was one of the people that was like, mind my business type shit. Like he's not gonna be, or at least I thought that. I thought he was like, he's just gonna sit there, do what he's got to do, move on. Well, like I said, we get to like halfway, 3/4 way through the day, and the dude that's running the orientation's like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff we could probably tell you, but it's a Friday. You come back on Monday, you're probably gonna be all drunk and hungover or whatever. This dude, I swear, lets out the most giddy, obnoxious chuckle I've ever heard in my life. He's like, yo, and it carried for like fucking 10 seconds. And I just had to bust up laughing. Like I'm sitting there like, what was that, dude? Oh man, but it was good. And then he also chirped up a couple other times where it's just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, quit saying that. And then there was another guy who, like I said, I thought he was gonna be pretty self-reserved. Like I said, I think they just got like too comfortable. Like someone would like say something like for the next guy. Someone said something about drinking beer, and he's like, I wish we could drink beer here. And I don't know what anybody else was thinking. I'm just like, dude, what? No, you don't drink beer at work. Like if that's what you think you need, like you need to go get some help, bro, for real. Um, and then the dude that's sitting next to me, man, he was another guy. Seemed normal most of the time. We get almost done. Mind, this dude never had any gum, never had nothing else the whole time we was there. And then we get like to like the 3 hour left mark. So dude's got like I don't know if it was like Nicorette or something, but it was just like the gum that's in like the plastic in the foil where you got to pop it out. So I'm popping that out, doing it like in the middle of a video. That was kind of obnoxious, but I was like, okay, whatever. You just got to get a piece of gum out. But then he starts chewing on it. Dude's chewing full mouth open, just slopping on that. And and he's like popping bubbles. Dude's like, why the fuck are you popping bubbles, dude? I know everybody's like looking over at him. I'm just minding my business, I swear. And dude, it was just so weird. And then got off got done with that at 1 on Friday. And like I've told you guys, at my old job, I never would get off until 8 o'clock regularly. So being off at 1, I was like, and it's a Friday. I'm like, oh damn, what am I about to get into tonight? Well, I get home from that orientation, get dressed or get changed, and I fucking drive 30 minutes to Chick-fil-A. I'm like, shit, man, I got the time to do this now. I just got paid from another job yesterday. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I went and got Chick-fil-A for everybody. I dropped like $30 at Chick-fil-A. I don't care. I'm balling. Not really. I'll probably be broke in like 2 weeks. No, it was fun though. Or that wasn't really fun, but it's fun that like I have time to have a life a little bit now. Like I guess things still stay the same, but if you knock the work part out earlier in the day, that's where it's better. 12 to 8, that's like that shot your whole day. 6 to 2, you're up early, but you're off fairly early as well. And then you got from 2 till like at least 9. You got what is that? 2 to 9. What's that, like 7? I don't know. Yes, you got like 7 hours at least. No, I'll probably stay up to like 10, which is like 8 hours, but still, if you got trouble waking up, you need to go to bed earlier, I guess. I don't know. Um, but yeah, and then I got home, ate Chick-fil-A, and I passed out. Fell asleep. It was like 5:30. Woke up at like 7:30, and my friend's like, "Hey, we're about to get into something. You trying to come?" So I'm like, "Hey, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's do it." So we go out to one of our friends' graduation parties. She graduated college, I believe, and I don't know what else she would have graduated, but she graduated college, and we hung out there for a while. And I think the part that makes me the most upset is well, I'll finish the rest of the night. So we stayed there for like 2 hours, and then we knew somebody else that was having like a little get together. So we're like, oh, we're gonna bounce over there too. So we get over there at probably like 1, I'd say. Probably like 1, 12:30, 1 o'clock. And we end up staying there till like 2:30, 3 o'clock. We was just hanging out. And then we get back. I had left my car at my friend's house. So he drops me off at his house. I get my car, I come home. And I just passed out again and woke up at like 10:30 this morning. But what made me the most upset is I was like, man, I'm not going to drink. Because my thing is if I'm going to drink like at a party, I want it to be kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I want it to be populated. Like, I don't want to just get drunk when there's like 5 people. You know what I mean? Especially 5 people that I'm not really too acquainted with, you know? So I bought beer, but I didn't drink anything. And then I get home at 4 a.m. and just pass out. So I wish I maybe would have had a few more drinks, but whatever. I think I drank 1 beer last night. But like I said, I've said this before. I'm not a big drinker. I don't really care to drink all that much. I'm not somebody that, you know, gets home or, you know, every night I want to go get drunk. No. That getting drunk's cool. I won't deny that. But man, the feeling the morning after, I'll pass. That's the biggest holdup for me, dude. That's why I could never. I don't think I could ever be somebody that gets drunk every night for that reason, and probably that reason only. I wouldn't say only. There's also like some like devastation reasons in there too. You know, lose your family and your life and shit. But no, but for at least just that. Like you wake up after that night, and it is like, oh yeah, I'm ready to barf, shit, and drink 6 gallons of water. And that's usually what you do. You know, thankfully that there's, I keep saying, I'm sorry. Thankfully there's like Pedialyte and other electrolyte heavy drinks such as that if you pound a couple of those, it'll make you feel a little better. At least for me, it does. I don't know if you ever had the liquid IVs. It's like a little powder you throw in your water, and it changes it from like, it adds electrolytes to it. So if you just drank the water, it'd just have the electrolytes of water. But with the liquid IV, it makes it so it's like you're drinking 3 waters in one. I think is how they got the ratio or whatever. But I like it. Well, no, I don't. it's just convenient. I don't know. I'm just saying fucking words tonight. But then, yeah, so Saturday, I'm just chilling. And my dad's like, hey, you coming? I'm like, what are you talking about? Coming where? He's like, we gotta go to your sister's. I'm like, what for? I was like, I'll show up later. So I was like, I'll be there later. He's like, no. He's like, we're not taking 3 cars. It's like, let's go. I'm like, okay. It's like, what are we taking? Your truck? No, we're taking your car. Since I've got that car, man, everybody's like, hey, can I take the car? No shit, Friday night, I'm sitting there and I'm waiting to hear when I'm supposed to meet my boy to go meet with him. And my mom comes downstairs and she's like, hey, can I take your car to go take a walk? She wanted to drive the car to the place that she wanted to take a walk. So I'm like, well, I'm about to be leaving soon. So like, how long are you going to be gone? She's like, oh, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or something like that. I'm like, okay, that should be fine. Well, I'm getting blown up like, hey, are you coming? Are you coming? What's going on? I'm like, yeah. It's like I'm just waiting for my mom to bring my car back. She comes back like 45 minutes later. I'm like, where have you been? She's like, oh, I was walking. It's like, how long did you walk? Dude, I guess you walked like 3 miles or something. She's like, well, I was like, well, hey, I was supposed to meet my friend like 15 minutes ago, so hey, appreciate that. She's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. It's like, you have a car, drive it. But everybody, I mean, in the car, my car, it's nice. I love it. But it's not like it's a 2022 shit. It's a 2014. But I mean, it's nice for a 14, I'd say. But I have a little bias. But yeah, so we go over to my sister's because it was Monday is my nephew's 6th birthday. So shout out, happy birthday, Grayson. Hard to believe he's fucking 6 years old, dude. It's crazy. Seems like just yesterday he was born. Really does, though. It does not feel like it's been 6 years. But, I mean, I guess they're not lying when they tell you that shit. Time flies. But they had his birthday party today. I keep saying, I don't know why. But he had his birthday party today, since his birthday falls on a Monday. And they had a bounce house and a bunch of shit, but I just don't like being around people I don't really know. I don't know if it's like some sort of anxiety or something, but like my sister, obviously, I'm my sister's family, so all our family, not all, but part of our family were there, and obviously I'm cool with them, but her man's family's there, and they're not bad people, I don't think, but just I don't know them, and it's just weird. Like they're not one of those families that's like they want to like get to know you, you know, and neither's mine. So it's like neither one of the families want to associate. I don't know if associate's the right word, but you know what I mean. Like they don't. Neither family's going out of their way to be like, oh, hey, how are you today? What are you up to? How have you been since the last time I seen you? Like, no. It's like we're gonna do our thing. You guys are gonna do your thing, and we'll watch Grayson open his presents and shit. And then after we leave, we'll talk about how much better our family is than yours, and that's how it goes. And whatever. I didn't even know that they were doing this party for him until today. So I felt like a shitty uncle. It's like, did you get him anything? I was like, I didn't know this was a birthday party till 5 minutes ago. Until we pulled up and saw happy birthday. I thought it was like, no, what the fuck was going on? But yeah, like, sorry, I didn't know it was your birthday. Oh, I knew Monday was his birthday, but I just didn't know that they were planning a birthday party. So that was pretty shitty of them not to let me know. But yeah, you know the vibes. But this whole new job thing, I'm excited for it, man. I really am. It's probably gonna be. It's definitely gonna be weird. It's not on par with what I've been doing by far, easily. But the whole getting off at 2 part is like a huge. like allure to me. I don't know if that's the right word, but it like makes me more excited to do it. And like I said last week, I'm going to start getting in the gym this week. So when I get off on Monday, I'm going to cruise over to the gym. I'm going to get me a membership set up. Someone's awake, obviously, walking around in the house. I keep saying but I'm going to get a gym membership, and I'm going to do all this and that and the other. And I'm going to get into it. I'm going to force myself to get into it because I want to. I'm tired of being like unhealthy and not fit and shit. I'm ready to like at least have like a decent, a decent body. Yeah, I'm not going to act like I'm not doing it for my body. I am. I want it to, I just don't want to have a big belly on me and shit like that. I've had that like my whole life. I don't really want it anymore. So I'm ready to hopefully get rid of that. I don't want that no more. So if you guys got any good like workout plans or something like that for somebody just getting back into working out, send them my way for sure, because I would really like to know, what's a good thing to start out with. Because I'm not, I remember some stuff like from back when in like high school when I was working out every day. Like I remember the stuff, but I was never somebody that was like super observant as to like what you would do on what days and what certain workouts would work out certain muscles and whatnot. You know what I mean? So, and another thing, like I don't feel like I should start doing like weightlifting right away. I feel like I should just do like cardio shit and stuff like that at first. I don't know. I need to talk to some of my weightlifting friends. They would definitely know more. They could definitely point me in the right direction. But I'm excited to do it. I hope that I don't know if I want to say fall in love with it, but kind of fall in love with it, Like just have fun with it, or find some sort of like pull from it. I don't know. Like I don't want to force myself to do it all the time. Like I want to be like, okay, like I want it to be like brushing my teeth. Like I wake up in the morning, I go upstairs and I brush my teeth. Like I want it to be like, oh, I got off work, I gotta go to the gym. Like I want it to be one of those things that's just pressed in my brain. It's like part of the schedule. I want it to be one of those things. And if I do that, get off work at 2, cruise over to the gym, get out of the gym by like 3:30 at the latest probably. I'll be home at 4 o'clock. I'll probably be out of the shower by 4 o'clock, and then I'm just chilling for a few hours. Chilling for like 5-6 hours, and then I go to bed. That sounds pretty nice to me. It'd be cool if I could be done by like 3. I probably could, honestly. I could probably be home by like 3:30. I don't know. I'll have to get the feel of everything because, like I said, I don't know how anything's gonna go. I didn't even really do any training at the orientation. It was kind of just like, this is where you're going. So I think the training's gonna really start on Monday. At least that's what I'm assuming. I don't really know. I'm hoping that I like it. It's probably not going to be as easy and as straightforward as the old grocery store, but maybe it will be. I really don't know. Maybe it'll be easier. Maybe it'll be more fun. I don't know. I have no clue, and I won't until I get there. But the one last thing I want to talk about on today's episode is like, so on Saturday or Friday night when I was coming home, I was going to turn around in this parking lot, but when I was about to, I saw that there was a cop parked across the street in another parking lot. So I was like, and mind you, I hadn't drank or done anything, but I was still like, that's probably a sketchy look. And I just hate, like, I don't want to say I hate cops, but I hate the presence of them. I'll say that. I hate them being nearby. I hate them being around anything. So I just ended up adding fucking 10 minutes onto my drive because I did not want to deal with a policeman. Oh boy, excuse me. That was very unprofessional of me. I apologize. But I didn't want to have to deal with it. And I don't know if he would have saw that and been like, oh, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Like, I don't know how they would have reacted. But I didn't want to risk it. So I was just like, screw it. I'll just take the longer way. And that's what I did. But the feeling of just, like there's been many times, yeah, it's been a while, but there's been times where I will be under the influence and not driving, but under the influence and be riding with someone in their car, and they're not, but still I'm in the car and they're chilling. They're fine. They're not worried, but I'm in the back seat, like, keeping an eye out for fucking cops. And if I see one, heart racing right away. Because I'm like, man, if we get pulled over and they see that I'm drunk, they're going to fucking 15 to life or something. I don't. It's definitely a little irrational, but still, like, just cops are, like, I know what they're there for, but I feel like you see more stories of their abuse of power than their use of their power that they really have, I guess. So that's what I'm always afraid of, that they're just gonna see me and be like, kill him. I don't know. I don't know why I would. I'm definitely not on I'm not. Yeah, you know what I'm. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. But still, like, I've only been pulled over one time. I'm gonna get a little wood knock in there because I don't want to be pulled over ever again. It's terrifying. But I got pulled over. It's probably been like a year and a half ago. And I'm flying down the interstate. I'm going like 85 on the interstate. And there's a cop on the other side of the interstate going the opposite way. But there's like a little turnaround that I just passed. And I just passed this cop going there. I see him, and I don't know if he's going to turn around or not, but I drop it down. I drop it down to like 70. And I'm just cruising along, minding my business. Sure enough, this cop pulls up behind me, pulls me over. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm seriously about to get fucking tased. I didn't. He was just like, license registration. He was kind of like a dick. I feel like most cops are. I don't know why. Like, bro, you stop me. I'm the one inconvenienced here. You stop me. Quit acting like I made you stop. I didn't. Yeah. Since I wasn't going 85 when he stopped me, he couldn't pop me, I don't think. But he just told me right at the end, he was like, "Hey, just slow it down." I was like, "Yep. Don't worry. I'm going fucking 50 the rest of the way home." I'll just walk, actually. But like other experiences with cops, I don't have many, and I'm thankful for that because like I said, I just do not like the presence of them being around them, anything. And maybe there's a reason for that, I don't know. It's not like I've ever experienced firsthand any like police brutality or anything like that. But it's just the thought of it, that like these are just dudes that have guns on them all the time, and if you say some like shit to piss them off, they can kill you. Like, they're probably gonna get in trouble for it, but they can still do it. Like, some people don't think about the consequences all the time, so they could just end you, and then they'd be like, oh man, I probably shouldn't have done that. But yeah, just cops in general, like whatever a cop would do, like a cop would have a pretty what's the word, like a cop could pretty much say anything to me, and they could, and I'd probably do it just because I'm scared of them, honestly. I told this story a few weeks ago where my buddy Dylan, who he's going to be like a cop or something, and him and a guy he was riding along with pulled up behind me and were like tailing my ass for a minute. And I was like, oh no. And I didn't know it was him at first, but I was so fucking scared. And I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was going the speed limit. I was in my lane, everything, minding my business, but they're tailing me. And I was like, oh shit. It's like they're about to get me. And sure enough, and they didn't. They flew right past me going like 100 miles an hour. She's like, I don't think you guys are allowed to do that, but you know, I was gonna keep minding my fucking business. But just even that is like devastating to my anxiety, and I'm not even an anxious person. Just today on Saturday, actually, here's another cop story. I'm trying to turn at this light, and somebody turns as well, and they just stop in the middle of the road, and I'm right behind them. Well, I look over, and there's a fucking cop flying up the road, and I'm trying to get this car in front of me to move so I can get out of the way, and I'm like, oh, this cop's about to fucking T-bone me. Thankfully, he kind of knew what he was doing. He slowed down, waited for me to get out of the way, but then, yeah, he took off. And just that there, I was like, he's about to pull me over for fucking being in his way. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? Thankfully, I didn't get pulled over. If it was another guy, he probably would have popped me, though. But I did think I was going to get hit there. And, man, if I would have got hit, I might have went to jail. Because if someone hit my new car, I'm putting hands on them. Like, that is not... It's not even mine right now. And if you were to fuck it up, I'm going to fuck you up. I don't care if you got a badge or not. That is probably a way that a cop would kill me, for sure. But I wouldn't be... I mean, I don't think I'd have any thoughts left, but man, it's my new car. I've been so careful with that thing. That's everything, like keeping it clean. I had to take my nephew in it today, Grayson. And he was like kicking the back seat with his shoes on. I was like, I'm about to come back there and fucking throw the shoes out the window. I'm like, quit getting this car dirty. Like, I just love everything about it. And I think most of it is just having a car. Not even so much like just the fact of what the car is, but just to have a car feels amazing. Because mind you, I went like almost 2 months without a car. And being able to just be like, you know what? Sure, it's midnight, but I want to go to fucking Denny's. I'm not going to, but I could if I wanted to. It's my car. Like I said, it feels good. It does feel good. I'm thankful to have it. I think I'm very certain that I'll be paying on it for a few years to come. It's a 5-year loan. I'd like, if I could get it knocked out in like 3, be good looks there. Also, I've been thinking about getting into this Amazon selling. I've been seeing a lot of videos for that. If I could start getting some steady income off that, oh, that'd be awesome, dude. That'd be so awesome. I still need to do more research on it, but I'm seriously thinking about it. Shout out my boy Brady Ladd, a full-time trader now. That's pretty cool. Hopefully he makes a bunch of money. Hopefully I'll make a bunch of money. Ladies and gents, I'm sorry. This is a shorter episode than normal. I did not have a lot of stuff to talk about. I had some things of importance, but I didn't have a lot of substance. I had quality, not quantity, I guess you could say. I'm sure there's some stuff that I didn't touch on that I probably should have or that I usually would have. Yeah, like I said, it's been a busy week, hectic week. I've missed out on a lot of shit, so I apologize for that. Make sure you follow the Patreon down below. Everything. Hit me up for a shirt. I'm about to start giving them away, so if you want one, just hit me up. Uh, that being said, guys, I hope you have a great week. Hope you had a great week and all that other fun stuff. I love you. Peace out, yo.